Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Tori, and today I'm going to be giving you all a wig install with this beautiful hair from Alipearl. So here's the box that it came in, really cute packaging. They gave me a wig cap, and this one is a little bit too dark for me, but they also sent a really cute edges silk scarf, super cute, and they also sent an elastic band, and it also came with a hair care pamphlet, which is instructions on how to wash and care for the hair. So here is the hair. It is in the color piano, so it did come pre-highlighted just like this. I went ahead and bleached and plucked the frontal off camera, and it did come pre-plucked. So this hair is 24 inches and 180% density, and the lace is a 13x4 frontal. And y'all, this hair was so pretty. It was super soft and super full. I literally have zero complaints about this hair. It's bomb. It was really good, and you can see the hairline looks really good as well. So now I'm just putting my wig cap on my big head and making sure it's on there good, and pull it below your ears. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my ears and just make little holes and pull them out. Now I'm taking my Got To Be gel and just putting it on my hairline. I like to use the gel first just so I can kind of see where my hairline starts and ends better. And I feel like it also works better on the ear tabs. It holds that down a little bit better. So I'm just using my finger and applying one layer of the gel. Now I'm taking my Got To Be spray and just spraying it along my hairline, and you want to make sure that it's just covering your whole hairline so that your wig cap doesn't slip off or anything like that. And I'm just using my finger to spread it back and make sure it's far enough on my hairline. Now I'm taking my blow dryer on a cool setting and just letting it dry. You can also just let it air dry. It probably takes about 10 minutes. So sometimes I just sit on my phone and wait for that to dry. Now after that's all dry, I'm just going in with my scissors, and my scissors literally sucked. I don't know what was going on, but you can either use scissors or like an eyebrow razor to just go ahead and cut off the cap. And you might have to like pull it up a little bit, and I just try to make sure I get it really close to my real hairline. So I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. Now I'm going in with my Milani foundation powder and just using a big brush to cover the wig cap. And on here it was showing up really light, but I promise it was darker than that in person. But I'm just gonna go ahead and cover my whole entire front part of my head so that it looks like skin. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just plop the wig on and make sure that it's adjusted to my head size, and just make sure the hairline looks okay before I go ahead and glue it down. Now I'm gonna cut out the ear tabs, and this part literally gives me anxiety. It takes me so long to cut out my ear tabs, but I just take the comb and kind of make a straight line like against my ear, and then take my scissors and just cut straight back. You want to be careful and make sure you don't cut chunks of hair off of your frontal. I've done that plenty of times before. Most of the time you can't really tell a difference, but it's like, dang, I just cut out a whole chunk of my frontal. So I accidentally cut out hair all the time. So if you do that, don't be alarmed, but just try to be careful. I really take my time on this part to make sure I'm not cutting out pieces of hair and just the lace. And you also don't want to cut too much of the lace off too. You want to make sure that it can come down to that ear tab. As you can see, my ear was red. I was literally getting hot, sweating, trying to make sure I do not cut out a chunk of this frontal, y'all. Like, I be getting so scared on this part. I don't know why, but I made it through. So now that that ear tab is off, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same exact thing on the other side. Now that that's done, I'm just making sure they're even on both sides and pulling out my little sideburns and making sure that it looks right. So now I'm just going in and going ahead and cutting off the lace. I do it while it's on my head. I don't know, this way just makes the most sense to me. So I cut my lace before I glue it down, and I just make sure I get super close to the hairline, and I use kind of wiggly motions just so it's not all the way straight across. You can also use a eyebrow razor, but I always mess it up when I use that, so I just play it safe and use my scissors. And I'm just checking to make sure that the lace is covering the wig cap and everything is even. And now I'm gonna just do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm taking my even tint spray, and I got this from my hair store for like $8. You can get it from your hair store or from Amazon, and I'm just spraying it on the inside of my lace to tint the color, and I have it in light brown or medium brown. I can't remember what it's called, but I just use that and spray the inside of the lace, and this is what it looks like now. So now I'm just putting the wig on my head, and as you can see, that lace is like blending in so well with my skin. Like, it's literally the same color. So now I'm taking my Erica J Hold Me Down glue, and y'all, she wasn't lying. This stuff is gonna hold that lace down. Like, I went on vacation with this and I had my wig on for like 3.5 weeks and it still wasn't even slipping. I was just ready to change my hair. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do this in sections, and I start with the middle section and just add some dots and spread it around with the back of my razor. And I would suggest keeping something wet close by. I have like a washcloth with some alcohol on it, just to wipe off the razor after every time you spread out the glue, because it will start to get sticky and gunky and start messing up how the glue lays. So I'm just going in and just spreading it out with the back of that razor, and I just keep playing with it until it starts to get really thin and start to turn clear. And you want to make sure the width of the glue is wide enough so that your lace can stay. Like, you don't want to do just a skinny line. You want to make sure it's wide. And you don't want to put another layer down until that first layer is completely dry. And I do about 3 layers, and each time I add a little bit more glue than I did on the previous layer. So you're gonna again just keep spreading it out until it starts to get clear and let it dry. Now I'm just going ahead and placing that lace on the glue, and I'm literally just picking it up and laying it on top of the glue. You don't want to initially press down too hard because you might have to adjust it a little bit, but you want to make sure that you just put it right on that glue and just plop it down. And I just use my fingertips to press it down, and I also take my comb and just kind of comb it and press it down at the same time to make sure that the lace is adhering to the glue. Now I'm just doing the same thing on the sides and making sure that I'm spreading the glue out until it is dry clear, and doing 3 layers of that. Again, I'm just plopping that lace down right on top of the glue and trying to make sure I can line it up as perfectly as I can. I'm going in with my comb and pressing it down. Now I'm just doing everything the complete same on the last section. Now I'm just spraying my Got To Be along the hairline. I feel like it helps a little bit with that kind of white cast that the lace is giving off a little bit, and it also makes sure anything that maybe didn't get glue on it is going to lay down, and I just kind of use it as an extra little layer of security to make sure that wig is secured. Now I'm taking this elastic band that came with the wig and just tying it and setting it on my lace for a minute. I don't know why I couldn't get it on in this clip, but I let it sit for about 10-15 minutes. Alright, so I'm gonna go in and start with my baby hairs, and I just do this by sectioning off the little front hairs of the lace and just pulling them forward. Like this is going to be the first little swoop, so I just comb it out. And I'm gonna add some setting lotion here just so it can stay down and stay separated from the rest of the hair.
You win.
And now I'm going in and doing the second little swoop and just pulling out some pieces for that. And then I'm gonna separate my little sideburn pieces on the side there. So now I'm just going in with my razor comb and eyebrow razor, and just cutting away. You want to make sure that they're short enough. You don't want to leave the hairs too long or it's going to be harder to swoop. And I seen Arrogant Tay do this, so don't mind my crusty flat iron. But I saw that he just, did some little curls or bumped it. So I tried it. And I'm just using this balm goo to slick my edges down. And I just got this, but I would suggest using the setting foam first to kind of shape and form the swoop, because this stuff is like real sticky and it's gonna like stay, like it's gonna freeze your edges, so it's harder to move them around if you don't get it right on the first try. So I would suggest using the setting lotion first to swoop, and then using this to like lay on top of it to set the edges.
Knockout. You win.
And it literally takes me so long to do my edges. I do them and redo them 100 times over. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward this. It's pretty self-explanatory. So once I got that side done, I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. And as you can see, this time I used the setting lotion first, and it was a lot easier.
Knockout. You win.
And that is how it turned out, you guys. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product of the hair. I literally love this hair. I went ahead and combed out the curls, but it is so pretty. It looks so good. As you can see, my edges is laid, my wig is on. So I really like this hair by Alipearl. Just so y'all can see the whole length, she's long and full all the way down to the ends. So I do definitely recommend this hair, and the color is so pretty. It's really easy, so you don't have to bleach your own hair. It's just ready to go right out the box. One thing I kind of didn't like about this hair was the lace color. I felt like when I first put it on, it was coming off kind of dark. It might not be now, but it was looking a little dark. And also, you know, I'm not no arrogant or nothing, so it probably could have been user error as well. But it's definitely nothing to like be too concerned about, because now it looks good after I I put a scarf on and let it marinate in my forehead for a minute. So yeah, so it looks really, really good. I definitely recommend this hair, y'all. So get you some Alipearl. Okay, Alipearl, I see you. So yeah, this is their piano wig. And yeah, y'all. But yeah, y'all, that wraps up this video. So I hope you took away a thing or two from this video. If not, that's alright too. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.